when it's just us two. But tonight.
Good morning, y'all. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Y'all come on in. Y'all come on in. Listen, I started something new this morning that YouTube encouraged me to do. It's a super chat goal. So basically, I got a goal to get 5 super chats within an hour of like $5 or more, I think. I don't know. And I said if I get 5 super chats within an hour, I'll do a call in after the review. All right. So if y'all want to do a little call in, if y'all got some things to say after this review and add y'all little 2 cents, I gotta go. So make it happen, Captain. And y'all let me know what y'all thought about the new thumbnail. I made a poll. Let me know what y'all thought about the new thumbnail. I'm gonna make this a thumbnail for the rest of it. Because I think it's cute and I think it fit. Somebody asked me to do what I did last season for Basketball Wives on this season of Basketball Wives, but I ain't feel like doing all that. So I just made it for this one because I like it. I think it's cute. Lord God Almighty. Well, damn it, I'm driving, but I'm putting my super chat in now. You so crazy. Thank you, friend. So y'all let me know what y'all thought about the thumbnail or whatever. And y'all get the likes up. I may miss the panel tonight because of the BET Awards. Got the cackle with Black Twitter. I mean, I guess. How was my weekend? My weekend was fabulous. Thanks for asking. I ain't do shit. And that's what made it so fabu. Quiet as a cat. So yeah. I don't understand why the BET Awards is on the Monday. Child, who knows? Y'all get these likes up, child. Y'all know how YouTube doing me about my notifications. I'm still sitting on 200 views on the Gags with T channel for Love Island. Y'all know how they are. You said it ain't no Basketball Wives tonight, probably because of the BET Awards. Listen, I'm not mad that it ain't no Basketball Wives tonight. If you think I'm mad about it, you got another goddamn thing coming. Let me make sure though. VH1. Okay, because I did not feel like going. Okay, I'm glad this shit got the where you can speak into it. Yeah, go to VH1. Yeah. Yep, it ain't VH. Why are they showing the BET Awards on VH1? Ain't none of my business. But I ain't asked you to turn to the shit. Is it still on what I had it on? No, it's on VH1 now. Talking about some damn Tammy. I don't want to see no goddamn Tammy on my TV screen. Thank you for your $5, baby. We got one. Thank you for your $5, baby, before the 10-minute mark, and we 6 minutes in. Good morning, Linda. Uh-oh, we got another one. Hey, Tay. Thank you, Tay. Thank you for your super chat, baby. Good morning to you, boo. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We got two, bitch. Thank you, baby, for your Cash App. I guess we'll count your Cash App. So, I mean, I count it. It's 3. Thank you for your Cash App, boo. Love you more, Puddin'. Thank you. Oh, YouTube tripping with you? All right, I count it. I count it. So I mean, I know it's say two, but I count it as three since YouTube fucking with her. But it don't. Y'all ain't got to rush for it, child. We got a whole hour. All right. But I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all. Yeah, that's how I feel too feisty. Then the people said they wanted it for basketball wives, but since I already did it for basketball wives last season, I just decided to do it for this one this season. And that's really how I feel. That's really how I feel. Some people may get upset. I don't give a shit because y'all know how some women feel about other women being called a flea bitten ass mutt. But I don't care. I ain't most women, so it is what it is. I think this the best thumbnail that you ever gonna find dealing with RHOA season 16. If you find another one, I define y'all to find a better ass thumbnail for RHOA season 16. I define y'all to do it. You said you saw Leslie and Marsha and Brosha. Child. I can't come on the camera or whatever. Child. 10. Welcome one and welcome all to Give You Realty Missionary Baptist Church. Well, our slogan is I'm in the business that pay me. So if your business gonna pay me, I'm a man to real good. Thank you, Boo, for your cash app. Thank you, Kansas. Thank you, Kansas girl. Just because. Thank you, Boo. Since she sent me a just because, this don't count. This is just because. This is for me. Thank you, Candace. I appreciate you, baby. Thank you for your cash app, Boo. Mwah, 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 mwah. All right. So if y'all still want a live review, remember that goal. Okay. I know it say two. I'm gonna be fair about it. I know it say two, but technically it's three. Because y'all know I said what I said. Her YouTube messed it up, and she cashed that. All right, so hers gonna count as that. So two more people throughout the live or whatever the case. And then yeah, after I finish, y'all go on ahead and do a call list. So y'all can say what y'all got to say for y'all Ted, and don't say I ain't never did nothing for y'all. Anyway, and y'all make sure to keep the poll popping as well. If y'all like the new thumbnail, and y'all would like to see it throughout the duration of this season, I will replace the old one, this one, with this one. All right. So y'all let me know in the polls what y'all think, and yeah, y'all will have it that way. Now, season 16, episode, what is this? 14. Listen. Shemea, I got a huge problem with you. Shemea, oh, I know who this is. That's a little junk from Instagram. Okay, that was a little junk from Instagram, girl. Man, y'all business. Anyway, anyway, Shemea Wishbone Morton ass. I'm sick of you because this is the final straw. I really don't fuck with you no more because you got me up here finna take up for bric-a-brac. I don't want to take up for bric-a-brac. Who gets up here and takes up for bric-a-brac? We've been up here reading and roasting and Josing bric-a-brac punk ass down since episode 1. And then here you go, making America want to stick up for her ass because of you. You trash, and my title is how I absolutely feel. Shemea Wishbone Morton making me take up for bric-a-brac. Throw that bitch away. Throw her away. Throw her away. Ooh, you pissed me off. But we'll get there. So the next day, Sint and Drew talk about how bric-a-brac can't hold her damn liquor because her ass threw up on the way back to the hotel room. She threw up. Dear God. Listen, don't get me wrong. If you have enough shots, yeah, it could get you sick. But my question to you, Britt, is did you eat? That's my biggest question. Did you eat? Did you hydrate yourself? Did you space your shots out? See, here's the thing, bric-a-brac. We not in college no more. Okay? We not, because y'all know we was drinking illegally and we was drinking underage. Let's be honest. Some of us got drunk as a skunk prom night. And the gag is a lot of y'all wine nose was getting drunk even before then. I'm just gonna be nice and say prom night. Cause I too had my first slither of some alcoholic beverage at my after prom. All right. But I ain't get drunk boots. Listen, my stomach and my throat couldn't even take it. I couldn't even take my whole shot. I took like small little sips in my shot glass. Like everybody else was down in them. I won't. My stomach couldn't take all of that back then in 2006 when I was 18. Do you understand? So, my whole thing is, Britt, everybody, y'all, should be grown enough to understand and know your limits and to know, okay, I've had enough. My stomach say no. Okay, I didn't eat breakfast. I didn't eat brunch or lunch. I don't. So at the end of the day, don't get me wrong, bric-a-brac. While I am gonna have your back later, I will say this: all of y'all should be old enough and grown enough and able enough to know y'all damn limits. All right, and I don't want to hear shit about. Well, people will they were saying shot o'clock, shot o'clock, shot o'clock. You definitely could have said, Brittany, Shemea, I appreciate it, but no, I've had enough. I'll take a shot of water. Okay, give me a shot of Avion. I'll take that. I'll take a shot of Aquafina. I'll take a shot of Dasani. I'll take a shot of Smart Water. I'll take a shot of Core Water. I'll do that. Don't get me wrong. I'm going to have you back. But if we're going to be honest about the situation, bric-a-brac, everybody is old enough and grown enough to understand their limits. So at the same time, while I get it, I was still like, damn, girl, you don't know your limit? You don't know when you've done it, when you've had enough? Listen, one thing about me, I don't even like to get drunk in public. All right. I don't even like to be sick drunk in public. You know what I mean? Like, I just be embarrassed by that alone. Like, the fact that I would have to be seen and heard doing that on national television. Yeah. Um, Angela calls Charles. He don't answer the phone. She said that she called him yesterday on their actual anniversary, but he said that he couldn't talk long because he was too busy cooking for their daughter. But she claims that every day they're falling in love with each other again. Angela, I would love to see the rose-colored glasses that you wear. I would love to live in the land of the Lulu that you do. I mean, I'm just saying, like, and I like you a lot, Angela. I'm really not trying to read you, but just let me borrow your rose-colored lenses, but one day. I will accept one day because the way you see you and Charles's marriage, if a person did not know y'all or did not see this show, would think that your shit is perfect and you got your thing in the swing, and everybody want a man like Charles. Like how Mello was trying to tell Tisha and Kimmy ass around there at Huntsville about a fuck nigga in Lisa too. That's why I would love to wear your glasses. I would love to wear your glasses, Angela, because you be skipping through the tulips in your shit. Okay. And you and Charles just be skipping through the tulips and sunflowers and cotton fields, just barefoot naked, blowing the dandelions and shit. I would love to wear it, Angela, because IRL, your shit toe up from the floor up, damn near make a bitch like me want to throw up who's never been married ever in my life. Like, if that's what I got to look forward to with a nigga that I marry once we decide to get old as Methuselah, ancient, be clear, like you and Charles, be clear. I don't even want it. Like I don't want, like, what's the point of going through all of that to just be treated like that later on down the line? We could just stay boyfriend and girlfriend. Like, we could be common law married, but we ain't got to have it on papers. Like, that's the way I be. What's the point? My mama and my daddy was married to the day my daddy took his last breath, Christmas of '97. And he ain't never treat my mama like that. Now, granted, they weren't as old as y'all was, because my parents was in their 40s when my daddy died. All right, my daddy died at 46. My mama was, I think she was like 45, 44, somewhere around there. It was somewhere around. So granted, they won't like y'all per se, but I damn sure don't remember them being like that. Like, they was not like that. Like, I mean, if I want anything, I would want what Joyce saying and Jimmy had. That's what I would want. I don't look to y'all as couple goals. I, I really don't. Anyway, they fall in love more and more with each other every day. Child, that ain't the vibe we get, but okay, answer, I'll let you have it. All right. Uh, Shemea says that her luggage still ain't arrived and now they can't find it. So she's basically been borrowing Portia's clothes with no drawers. I honestly feel like you shouldn't even give her clothes back, considering that you free balling every damn where. Shemea, to be honest with you, Wishbone, I mean, I would feel bad for you, but I don't. I feel like this is just karma wearing its ugly head at you. You up here down to Grenada with no damn luggage, buying clothes from Portia Freeball. Moving on, girl coochie, hot as hell. You bet not give her. Child wouldn't even want to back dry clean. Christ himself could have hand washed them shits. I still would want it back. Your hot, sweaty ass coochie all up in. Moving on. The group split to do separate things. Shemea, y'all know Wishbone Morton, Posha, Frack, and Cent. Um, well, 50 Cent piece. Go to a waterfall while the rest of the ladies go to cooking class. Now, this is what I don't understand. Why do we have to see y'all on a cash trip doing separate shit? And then the only time we see y'all come together is to sit down at the dinner table and argue about shit that y'all just find to come up with, because y'all spent the whole day chilling with the people that you really want to be around. Like, that's another thing that kills me about this shit. I'm just gonna be honest. That's another thing that is crawling under my damn skin with y'all. Why can't we ever see y'all do something all together as a group, as a collective, when y'all go out? It's one thing if we were seeing y'all doing a group activity and then the next day we see y'all doing different shit. Like, y'all been doing different shit in separate cars, separate things since y'all got there. And then when y'all do want to come together, that's when y'all want to argue about shit and bring up old shit to be arguing with. And like, I'm sick of that. I would love to see everybody do something fun. I would love to see all of y'all actually hang out and do something fun when y'all go out to these different types of cultures. I mean, these different types of countries. I would love to see more group scenes, especially when y'all are going out the country. Like, I feel like what y'all did would have been cool if y'all was still in Tennessee, or if y'all went to LA, or if y'all went to Houston or something. Like, I mean, okay, cool. But when y'all are out like that, like out, like passport out type shit, I would love to see a group scene with all of y'all sightseeing, touring, going shopping, going to eat, going to the little different street the little street markets, and trying the little street food. Like, I would love to have seen that. Hell, hitting up the night scene, hitting up the nightclubs, going to a damn bar. I would love to see y'all do that as a collective and as a group, going out international. Whatever. Kelly being a loud ass bitch comes up. Listen, Kelly been loud since episode 1. I don't know why y'all want to make a thing of it now. All right. She's always been loud. I really don't get it. I really truly don't. But whatever. The conversation from the night before comes up about how Brick-a-Brack mentioned Apollo coming, about Brick-a-Brack mentioning Apollo comes up, and wondering who the hell Black is. So Drew says she wonders why everyone is so worried about what she's doing versus why is there real weird energy between Brick-a-Brack and Wishbone Morton. And once again, I agree with Drew. Why y'all worrying about who the fuck I'm talking to, especially you, Kelly? I don't even know you. And last night you made it seem as if we had smoke or pressure. So even if there was something going on between me and Black, why would I tell you? Why would I tell you? Even if there was something going on between her and this nigga Black, which really ain't none of y'all fuck ass business, but let's just say if it was, Kelly, she don't owe you nothing, especially since the night before you made it clear you got some imaginary issue with her. So why would she tell you her business? Like, ain't nothing to tell, whore. Like, you got hoes sitting up here, sitting down, pulling espionage teas, having dinner and shit with my soon-to-be ex-husband. Even if it was something going on between her and a nigga named Blight, why would she sit up amongst y'all and sell it? Why? Why would she sit up amongst y'all and sell it? Especially you, Kelly. She don't even know. I can see if Angela asks her something like that, or Scent asks her something like that. Shemea tells the ladies that she wasn't trying to shade Bric-a-Brac. Um, uh, Hold on, wait. Yeah. Because, well, wait, I'm confusing it. This wasn't when they first initially left. What I'm thinking about happened before they went to dinner. So that's why I got confused. My bad. Okay, my bad. That's why I got confused. What I'm thinking about happened before they went to dinner. We still on them doing the whole separate trip thing. Okay, my bad. I lost myself for a second. I had to get shit back. What's good to everybody that's coming in? Everybody that's coming in, please make sure to like up the live. One, I do have a poll up about the thumbnail, whether y'all like the new thumbnail or not. That poll is up. Two, to the new people that's in, I have a super chat goal and or a Cash App or PayPal goal in case YouTube mess up y'all super chats. People that I'm looking for 5 people to send me super chats $5 and over. And if I get 5 of them before the timer expires, which is an hour, if I get what I asked for, I'm gonna drop the link down and I'm gonna do a call in for I guess maybe 30 minutes, 30, maybe 45. Not too long, not 2 hours. It ain't gonna be that. But if I get that, then yeah, I would do that at the end of this. So yeah, y'all could do that up here, and if YouTube acting crazy, y'all can Cash App it or super in PayPal or whatever, and I count it towards this. So yeah, that's for the new people coming in. Anyway, moving on. So Shemea tells the ladies that she wasn't trying to shade bric-a-brac, um, um, but when it comes to donating, because they was riding in the car, right? The whole topic of donations come up. And so Shemea was saying that, you can't tell nobody how to donate, but she found it funny that she showed up in a brand new car and she showed up in a Balenciaga bag and she showed up in all of her fine diamonds and jewelry, but she only donated one box that wasn't even full of damn toiletries. She said she had like a couple things of paper towels and a toilet paper, and that was it. And then she said that she claimed that she was going to have more stuff sent to the house, but nothing else came to the house. And then Bric-a-Brac said that, not Bric-a-Brac, Wishbone Morton said that Bric-a-Brac cashed after her $250. And then Faith, y'all know Bric-a-Brac. Thank you, Brandy, baby, for your super chat friend or your super sticker. Thank you for your super sticker, boo. I appreciate you. Appreciate you, TH, for your $4.99. Let me do my little donation. Don't want to be like Brad. Oh, dear God. Thank you, boo. Thank you, baby. I appreciate you. So, let me pay for our friendship. You so crazy. Thank you. Thank you, Marcella. You ain't paying for no friendship, girl. Thank you, Marcella, for your Cash App put, and I appreciate you, baby. So y'all know all of that shit was going on, all that shit was happening, and they was talking about all of that. And then that's when Frack says, listen, in this particular group, with this particular group, appreciate you, Antonia, for your $4.99, baby. Thank you, Puddin'. She was saying with this particular group that everybody should have given no less than 1K. Listen. Yes, thank y'all for the donations. And okay, 3, 4. All right, we almost there. So listen. And this was how I felt on the panel last Monday. All right. This is how I feel. A donation is a donation, especially when you're giving it from your heart. A lot of times people would donate the last of what they have, but because they have that cheerful heart and they believe that they're going to get that back tenfold, is not an issue for them. So I don't want people to feel like, if you give a donation to anything and it's small, people gonna look at you funny. It's not that. People will only look at you funny when it comes to donations when you get on a reality show called The Real Housewives of Atlanta, and it's supposed to be the elite and the rich and wealthy and the fabulous fabu and the bourgeois meets the bourgeoisies meets the bougie. Like when you think about shows like this and women that are on it, and when they get up here and their Balenciaga down, their Gucci down, their Prada down, their Balmain down, their Burberry down. They have drivers. We're seeing them being gifted $480,000 double R cars. We seeing them. They pulling up today. $4.9 million home with 9 bathrooms. We seeing them going looking at $4.2 million homes with 8 bathrooms and 7 baths and a 4-car garage, pool, hot tub, and a guest bedroom for her whole ass mammy down to the bike. You understand what I'm saying? Like people are gonna look at you funny when you get up here and you bragging about how you got a 10 carat ring from my husband, and you get up here and you pull up all of this, and then your tagline is, of course bitches are gonna hate me because I have money and all of the rest of this shit. You can't get mad at a person for looking at you weird when you're giving them a $250 cash app to help people down to Grenada. And that was what I was saying last week in the thing. I understood what Busy was saying and everybody. I get that. But I will understand that better by and back if she wasn't coming up here with that. If she wasn't getting up here talking about all of this wealth, all of this leisure, all of this wealthiness. Oh, me and my husband live in this house, and we have all of these rooms, and I have all of this money, and I work this, that, and the other. It's like my 10K ring. My husband bought it. And then you're like, are y'all okay? I really want to know, are y'all okay? I don't feel as though nobody is wrong or out of line for being like, girl, I'm a little confused. And this is the one time that I do agree with Frack. Because y'all get up here pulling airs like that, none of y'all should have given less than 1,000. It's 6 of y'all. There's six G's collectively that y'all could have come together with and gave to the people of Grenada while visiting their country. Do you know how amazing that looks to not only us as the USA, but you all as women? Especially because a lot of them down there, they believe in male dominance. Usually they'll expect men to come up there and give that type of thing. But y'all coming up there being women, giving that type of money to the like, I mean, okay. Um, Thank you. Thank you, Jessica, for your cash app, baby. One, 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 one. Thank you, Jessica. I appreciate you, love. Thank y'all. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Um, I'm just saying, y'all. I'm just saying. Thank you, Phil, for your super chat, friend. These ladies receive a free first class, huh? These days receive a free first class vacation. They can expect a nice donation from the women. Please give it to people of color who are in need. I agree. Hey Tisha, how you doing, baby? That's all I'm saying. Like, and I ain't nobody trying to count nobody's pockets, but I don't feel as though people are out of line for looking at bric-a-brac funny. And I'm just gonna be honest. I don't. Portia feels like her and Drew can now get over their issues and move forward. But she does feel like Drew owes Wishbone Morton an apology for the lapdog comments because she's only saying that to make Wishbone Morton seem beneath her, and that's not true. Portia, give yourself some credit, bitch, because you did that better than anybody. If anybody got up here and made Wishbone Morton feel lesser than compared to you, give yourself a round of applause, Portia, because you was the motherfucking ringleader. And let's be clear about something else. How does Drew owe her and the Portia for that, but not Frack? Did Frack not start that damn rumor seasons ago on RHOA? So Drew owes her an apology because Drew made it this big thing, but not the bitch that's sitting in the back seat with no damn storyline who stirred up that rumor seasons ago. She don't owe her no apology for that. All right, y'all. I completed my goal. It says I completed my goal. Thank y'all so much for donating to that. And yeah, I'm gonna drop the link after I did this. Thank y'all so much. I totally appreciate y'all. Thank y'all, thank y'all, thank y'all. Y'all are the best. And I lay y'all down. I see I had some more. Thank you, Shady. I appreciate you for your euros, girl. We international, honey. Okay. She sent me some euros, bitch. Period. And thank you, two brown girls, for your $4.99. Thank you, Pudding. I totally appreciate y'all. But yeah, I don't understand that. I really don't. If you gonna sit here and try to make Drew apologize, start with your scoop ball head buddy behind you. Anyway, thank you. I don't want to dox you, baby. But thank you. I'm gonna say Alexander. Thank you, Alexander, for your PayPal, baby. I appreciate you so much, love. Thank you. If anybody else like to donate, you can feel free, child. All right, you ain't gotta stop. Don't let the blessing stop if you don't want it to stop. It ain't gotta stop. Anyway, Wishbone Morton in her confessional says when she asks people about Drew, they say, "Girl, who?" They don't even know who she is. So I'd rather be a lapdog than unforgettable. And very reminiscent of when she called you a lapdog the first time, and then you barked at the table. And then you had the nerve and the unmitigated gall to get upset at her again for when she says a hit hound will holler. Right? Now, here you go in your confessional. Once again, thinking that you're reading. First of all, reads only really hit like that if there's truth involved. Shemea, we only know you because of RHOA and because of your best friend, supposed to be best friend. I knew Drew Sidora before I knew who the fuck you were. Drew Sidora was on TVs and movies before Real Housewives of anything was a thing. So that's what I mean. You be coming up here feeling like you shading the girls and you reading the girls and you giving it to the girls and you're such a fucking letdown because once again, you're calling yourself a fucking dog. You are. Oh, well, I would rather be considered a lapdog than unforgettable. Bitch, Who? Who would want to sit up and be compared to a mangy ass mutt? Other than a mangy ass mutt. Like I say, Wishbone Morton, the reads and the jokes write themselves when it comes to you. Okay? You listen, you would get up under these confessionals and read yourself down better than anybody else ever could. So I'm gonna let you continue to read yourself down and make yourself feel like you turning it when you're not. You sound slow as the fuck. You giving you graduated from Morris Brown College. You's giving you graduated from NBC. You are. You giving you graduated from NBC right when they lost their damn accreditation. I don't even think you was able to walk across the goddamn stage. Thank you, friend, for your super chat. Thank you, Kiwan. Kiwan, thank you, baby. Yes, Wishbone. Don't do Morris Brown like that. Why? The only thing I liked about NBC was the Marching Wolverines. Okay. The only thing I liked about them was the Marching Wolverines. Do you understand? And they drum major. I ain't eat food with bubbling brown sugar like that. I ain't think they were all that. I didn't. Norfolk State ate that ass up back in 2001. Yeah, I got that on tape. I saw that battle. That's a classic battle. Hot Ice ate y'all ass up. So I ain't never went up for bubbling brown sugar. Cause I ain't gotta be nice. Now I like the band and I like the drum majors, but I ain't never been. All right, y'all. Am I still froze? I say, am I still froze? I don't know what happened. You say no, I'm not froze. Oh, okay, cool. I don't know what the hell happened. I guess I had gagged the hell out of Morris Brown too much. I don't know. I guess they got an alumni around there. They want to kiki about the truth, and they tried to get rid of me. But y'all hoes can't get rid of me. Okay, because I said what I said about NBC. I said I like the band of the drum majors. What the hell more y'all want? Y'all acting like a bitch lied on y'all. A bitch ain't lie on y'all. Did y'all or did y'all not lose y'all accreditation back in the early 2000s? Yes, y'all did. Did y'all or did y'all not have a really good marching band and drum majors? Yes, y'all did. Were y'all bubbling brown sugars trash? Yes, they was. That's all I said. Y'all acting like I lied. Anyway, okay. Yeah, I'm back and I still said what I said. And they want to get mad. Child boo. Anyway, anyhow, okay, because the spirit of NBC didn't want to let me be great. Um, hold on. Take that shit off. All right. Anyway, I was gagging the hell out of Shemea Child. That was probably the good Lord telling me to move on. uh was it her or was it a who cares who it was? Moving on. Frack says that monkeys is racist. Um During the cooking class, the only one that was really cooking was Kelly, which I'm glad we're seeing Kelly doing something in the damn kitchen because she said it's what she does. So I will say it was cool seeing her doing something in the damn kitchen. And then the other ladies showed up in their bathing suits and they basically took pictures down to the waterfall. Out of both of y'all excursions, I would have much rather went to the cooking class. The cooking class sounded a lot more better, a lot more funner, a lot more interesting because y'all are learning their culture and their way of cooking. Y'all could have went and did that shit down to Atlanta, taking pictures in bathing suits. That is so blasé. That is so we do that in Atlanta. That is so we do that for work every day. Like, anyway, Frack says that rooming with Brick, she likes rooming with Brick-a-Brack. She seemed really sweet, but it was weird how she brought up Apollo. They also talked about how Brick-a-Brack feels like she's not supported by the other ladies, but they feel like that get she didn't get the time to get to know all of them as well. And I will say this, I will agree with that. Brick-a-Brack, like you was trying to put a lot on those ladies, but I agree with them. You didn't invite them to nothing but your tad ass makeshift put together ass tacky ass boule ass event. And so in turn, none of them really went up out of their way to invite you to this, that thing, and the other. And be clear, why would they be so quick to want to invite you to things considering your position when you first came on the show? Look at how you was going at their friend. Like, I'm just saying, bric-a-brac. First impressions are everything. I know if it was me, I wouldn't want to be around you like that. I wouldn't. I would just deal with you when we're out filming. But would I make it my business to invite you to something intimate at my house? No. Now, if we having something and if I'm hosting something and it's at a restaurant or another venue, yeah, I'll invite you. But something down in my house, no. Especially how you got up here acting when you first came. Like we can't forget that, bric-a-brac. Kelly once again asking Drew about Black. Again, Kelly, shut the hell up. Because you probably wouldn't like it if she bombarded you with questions about your orangutan that you married because of his money. And we know that's why you married that man, Kelly, because he's ooglacious as the fuck. I've literally seen monkeys and orangutans that look better than he do. Shemea being so damn happy to be friends with Portia again really like irked my soul because she was like happy like this my best friend and this that they girl it was girl it makes my stomach churn. And again, this is why you're Wishbone Morton. This is why you're Wishbone Morton, and you're never gonna get over that shit. You're never gonna get over that shit, and this is why. Angela calls Chaz again. And once again, Angela, all I'm going to say is I would love to wear the rose colored glasses that you wear when it comes to your man. I would love to see what they look like through and through. I really mean that. Like I would listen. Angela, you would make me the happiest gay man alive if you just allowed me 1 hour to wear your rose colored lenses. Maybe I can see what you see and then it'll make more sense. Because as of right now, the ladies taking shots. This is before, this is when they got finished doing separate shit and they're going to come together to stuff their faces in honor, just like women. So the ladies taking shots. Wishbone Morton starts her bullshit with bric-a-brac, which was silly as hell, and it was real silly. You were being passive aggressive when it came down to that, because all you really could have did, Shemea, was Britt, are you okay to take a shot, or do you want me to skip you? That's all you had to do, Shemea. Britt, I heard you wasn't feeling good because of all of the shots, so you know you ain't got to. Do you want you like? Do you want to take a shot? You know what I mean? I could pour you some water in a shot glass. Like you could have made it funny. No, you want to be passive aggressive as hell. Like I don't get that. And I'm gonna tell you what it gave to me. What it also gave to me is you couldn't get your lick with Drew, so you felt like you could get your lick with bric-a-brac. That's honestly how I feel. You couldn't stick it to Drew the way you thought you was gonna stick it to Drew. You made yourself look like an even bigger idiot than what you was looking beforehand. And so now it's like, I well, let me try my hand at bric-a-brac. Don't nobody like her no way. So let me try my hand at bric-a-brac. That's really what it gave. That's really what it gave. I couldn't give it to Drew, but I can give it to bric-a-brac. That's honestly what it gave to me. The ladies have dinner and the topic of donating comes up. Um, Wishbone Morton makes a statement about the proper way to donate as people of means. Bric-a-brac says that she felt the shade, bitch. Now, I listen. I'm not even gonna lie. I have no choice but to stand with bric-a-brac on this, and even more so because Shemea, once again, You sitting over here, you're trying to do too much for the cameras, and you talking so fucking much. You made yourself look stupid and you showed your damn hand. Because my thing is, if you already had this discussion with Brick-a-Brack down to the Houstons, why bring it up again at the freaking table? If you've already had that discussion with Brick-a-Brack, y'all already talked about that at a restaurant beforehand and blah, blah, blah. Why bring it up again at the table? What is the purpose of throwing this dry ass shade, being condescending about it, and then when she asks you about it, you then want to sit back and try to act like you won't doing shit? No, I didn't mean it like that. Like I wasn't saying anything like that. No, she caught your shade, sis. She caught your shade. And she gave you that same energy back. And then you want to sit up here and holler, well, you can lower your voice. And I agree with her. Bitch, fuck you. Don't tell me what to say out my damn mouth. And please don't tell me to lower my voice, because that's just going to make me get louder. Again, that passive aggressive shit. Again, I have no problems with how Brick-a-Brack handled Wishbone Morton. I don't. I don't. She caught your shade. She felt your zest. She felt your flair, and she gave it back to you. I can't get mad at a bitch for that. Whether I like her or not, I can't get mad at her for that. You were looking for a moment. Brick-a-Brack asks, does anyone else have anything to say directly to her? Portia brings up her comments about not feeling supported by the rest of the ladies, and she's confused by that because, according to her, Brick-a-Brack hasn't tried to get to know anyone else, and then they got to arguing about that. And then the fine-ass Prime Minister, honey, shows up for dinner doing like they got themselves together as they should have, because when you're in the presence of royalty with his fine ass, okay, the only thing you can do is sit and ooh and argue at the prime minister of Grenada, honey. Like he is a Lord have mercy, Jesus. Like that thing fine, honey. He is fine. Look, I'm not tied to the U.S. of A. Prime Minister. I'm not tied to the U.S. of A. by any means. Should you need another concubine of any kind, I'm here. I am here, Mr. Prime Minister. I'm available. I'm not tied here. I'm not tied to here. The USA can kiss my gay ass. Do you understand? I will leave all this shit behind, Prime Minister. I'll leave it all behind. Child. And be clear, he don't want none of y'all rusty assholes. None of you. Your coochies is used up. All right, your coochies is used, abused, tatted, battered. Don't nobody want it no more. All right, he's sick. He's sick of trying to drive around and use cars. Okay, he don't want to drive around and y'all use shit. All right, that man wants something good, something tight, something wet, something. Sit down. Anyway, okay, he could check the Carfax on a lot of y'all. Be clear. I ain't got what you could check my Carfax. Ain't no baby crawled out this coochie. What's good, Prime Minister? Shit, that thing is fine. Anyway, um, Angela brings up how Charles don't wear his damn ring again. The same could be said for you, Angela, and I love you to pieces. But the jokes write themselves because you listen, you and Wishbone Morton, y'all give me Countess Von teas. Y'all remember how on Hollywood Divas, how Countess will constantly get up in them confessionals and read herself down to the ground? That's what y'all give. Y'all don't give nothing for the reviewers to read y'all about because y'all will get up here and read your damn self. Talk about something he don't wear his ring. We know he act like it too. The ladies give Angela a cake for her anniversary, which was sweet of them. So Frat, this is what I said before on the way home, Frat giving bric-a-brac advice about navigating amongst these ladies. And it's like I said, you're trying to talk to her about her trying to curate enemies, but you're doing the exact same thing. I'm not going to say what you told her was an out and out lie because it wasn't, but shoot the messenger though. It won't, but shoot the messenger though. No headstone. Shemea calls Gerald. He tells her that Shiloh's sick. She start crying. Then the ladies want to rally up with her. And then they go from praying and rallying up for her to bric-a-brac put flumping her man-made ass titties on these people good island. Which I don't appreciate. I don't appreciate you putting your soggy ass front bags on this good people island. People gotta eat there. People gotta prepare their food there. People got to put their drinks there. We don't know where your titties been. We know it ain't been with Michael. Michael too busy, allegedly, getting bent over the balcony of a damn Red Roof Inn. With putting his boondy all up into his feminine top's mouth. Like, girl, that was the end of the episode. Now, Shemea, this is another time where I'm going to weigh your ass out. It's amazing at how the one person that you tried so hard to have an issue with was the one person who took it upon themselves to get up, hug you, give some words of encouragement to you, all that shit. See, y'all do that a lot. Y'all get up here and pick fights with these women, and then when some real shit go down, it be that very same one that you picked on showing you all type of damn grace, all type of love, trying to be there for you and all. But I also feel like this, Shemea, if you feel that way, go home. Go home. Go home. That's just how I feel. Like, girl, go home. And I'm not trying to be insensitive, but I just feel like, girl, just go home. What's with all of the tears? This ain't new to you. This ain't new to you. And if she does get sick like that, and you know it happens to her from time to time, then it should be a routine at this point. He know what to do. Listen, the gag is he sounded like he didn't know what to do, which was another reason why you just should have carried your ass home. I'm not trying to be no asshole. I'm not. I get it. She's a child. She was sick. She a mama bear. Cool. But I just feel like all she's used to this at this point. So it's just like, girl, quit crying. I feel like Gerald has it under control. And it's something that she's used to. It happens often. And he got it. Girl. But even with that, it's funny how the person that you tried to have an issue with was I mean, it took bric-a-brac nothing to come and hold you, console you. It's gonna be all right. Don't worry about this and blah blah blah. Just pray about it. So and so and so. Like I gotta bring that up. I gotta bring that up. Wishbone Morton. I gotta bring that up. No, I don't necessarily think she was looking for a moment because when they found out that it was about her kid, you could tell that all of them ladies got serious because all of them are mothers other than bric-a-brac. So I don't feel as though she was looking for a moment. I honestly, again, she was me. She got me taken up. I don't appreciate it, but I don't necessarily feel as though she was looking for a moment. I really felt like she, like the rest of them ladies, understood where Shemea was coming from in that moment. And they could tell like she really felt the way. So I don't necessarily think that she was trying to be funny. I don't think that she was trying to look for a moment. I felt like she read the room. She felt the same thing everybody else did, and she decided to be, comforting to her. I appreciated Brick a Brack for doing it. Listen, this is why we watch these shows. It's okay to fuss, fight, cat fight, argue, even whoop a bitch ass if you got to. But normally with these type of shows, we seen where some real life stuff done happen, and then we see all of them come together. Even if it's for that one moment and for that one scene, and then the next scene they arguing again. Some real shit done happened, and all of them came together. You know what I mean? Like this isn't the first time we've seen this happen on the show. I hear what you're saying, lovely soul. That's cute. I'm gonna allow that, but that's my opinion. I hear what you're saying, baby, but that's my opinion. I'm not mad at y'all opinion, but that's my opinion. I'm not mad at it. But that's it. That's all I got to know. Now I'm about to go on ahead and drop this link down because I promised it. So I'm about to drop this link down. I'm gonna only be up here, I guess, maybe 35, maybe 40 minutes, and then I'm getting off. Okay, getting off. All right, to go link. I'm only gonna be up here for what I say about 30, 35 minutes or so. And that's it. So say what y'all gotta say for y'all Ted. Okay. Say what y'all gotta say for y'all Ted. Hold on, is you talking, boo? Because if you is, I can't hear you. You saying some unpopular opinion. You might be. Hold on, I gotta go back out and come back in. Y'all know my shit. All right, yo. Y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Yes, we can
Okay,
hear
cool,
you.
cool, cool. All right, well, what's up?
Shemea is whack. Sorry. Wishbone is whack.
Okay,
Why
just
does
get on to it.
why does Gerald only call Shemea when the baby is sick? Shemea is whack. She tried to press that issue with Britt. Britt caught the shade and she checked her on it. She got us taking up for Britt, which I hate. But yeah, Shemea is whack. Kelly is a lap dog to a lap dog, which is pathetic.
I agree.
Kelly has no storyline. She adds no value. You need more than a BBL, big boobs, and a booty to be a housewife.
I'm weak.
Phaedra is whack. How you talking about Drew clothes coming from Timu and them shoulders and that wig? One hitting on nothing.
I'm weak.
What else we got? Angela, stop calling Charles. Charles ain't
Yeah,
interested in this show. Please stop,
please.
Angela. Um, Portia. Portia didn't annoy me too bad, but what the hell was she wearing to that dinner? That orange green, she looks stupid.
You didn't like
Um,
it?
no, I didn't.
I thought
No.
it was kind of cute.
Okay, T, you got it. I'm gonna let you have it. um, what else? I just think Shemea is whack, y'all. I keep telling y'all, just because Shemea got money don't mean that she cool. Like Shemea just thinks that's all she needs is money. Shemea is super whack. Shemea is the worst, and I'm so mad that she's sitting in the first chair because now she gonna think she is somebody, and she really
Right,
not.
right. That's itching me too, friend. I ain't even gonna hold you.
She's really not. And to have Drew actually sitting behind Kelly was a diss to Drew.
It was like I don't get that either. What did Kelly bring that Drew did?
I think that they're mad at Drew because Drew said she was still inviting Kenya to film after the situation. I think they don't like that the girls do these interviews with Carlos because they just treat them differently. And that's all I got for now.
What's good, y'all? Too feisty and all y'all. What's up? We all quiet?
Oh, I wanted to let everybody talk, but hey, how you doing?
Yeah, I wasn't trying to talk over nobody.
Shout out
Okay, I'm just
to
saying. That's new for y'all, but okay.
shout out to the NBC alum that got your Wi-Fi
This is
disconnected
my first time up
earlier.
here.
You gonna learn to stop playing with these people colleges.
Child boo. I went to Norfolk State. I don't give a damn.
No, I just came up here to say that Shemea is a loser. She just
Not a
is.
loser.
She's just. I've been telling y'all all season. Please stop being impressed by that lady's big house. Honestly, I'm convinced that they only bought that house so that she could get on Housewives. Shemea was pressed to get on Housewives by any means necessary. And she only showed y'all that house once or twice. Y'all ain't been in there ever since. But y'all keep saying, oh, she should be the new face of the franchise. She's giving luxury. She's bringing the lifestyle. I'm trying to figure out how your luggage got left in Atlanta. They can't find it. And you didn't go buy new clothes or have a stylist fly in with some pieces for you.
Yeah,
You were sitting there wearing Portia's
that
clothes.
is interesting since you brought that up. That is interesting. Why didn't she just go out and buy some new thread?
Or just again, have a stylist fly in some pieces for you to wear. You opted to wear Portia's hand-me-downs.
Right, with no drawers.
That's weird.
You got a point though, Shemea. Why didn't you just go out? That's an excuse to get a new wardrobe while y'all there.
She got money, right? That's what y'all
Guess
keep
what she
saying. That
said?
Shemea's so grand and fabulous. She got all this coin. She shaming Brit for how much money she didn't give. Why you ain't flossing like you got it? Now's the time to spend it.
I agree. I agree with that.
It's weird. Y'all trying to say that they don't got clothes on Grenada? That's
All
weird.
right.
I've been telling y'all every episode, Shemea is not it. Y'all saw that house, and y'all have been romanticizing Shemea's interest on this show ever since. Shemea is not that girl. She really is not. First seat for Web. All she gonna do is sit in that first seat and prove everything that I've been saying all season.
Shemea is super whack. Shemea is whack. What Gabor say? She got the I, but definitely not the T.
Ooh.
And the clothes that she be wearing ain't even that impressive for her not to just buy some new ones.
They're not. And I can't stand when people be trying to act like Shemea be dressing down to the nines. I'm like, do she? Because a lot of it be looking tacky sometimes.
She literally came on this show with Candy's recycled haircut and Candy's recycled storylines.
Lord have mercy, Jesus. I done heard it
Shemea
all.
is not a fashion girly.
She
I'm dead on that
gives
one.
nothing new. She's given nothing new all season. Surrogate, seen it before. Singing, seen it before. Cockatoo haircut, seen it before.
I'm trying to figure out the dinner that they had. I mean, the cooking class that they had or whatever. Kelly's the one who organized that, right?
Yeah.
And she couldn't arrange for her. Oh, she couldn't arrange for her quote unquote best friend to have something to eat. I think that's probably when Britt should have realized that Kelly was doing the whole follower type thing and she wasn't gonna be cool with her like much longer.
If Shemea is Wishbone, Kelly is Toto.
Not
Now,
so.
I was thinking that perhaps, like you said, that is hella rude that that Kelly didn't get any food for her so-called bestie, but maybe that was payback for her not feeding any of the guests at her little fake ass golf where she in fair.
Now what you call it? What's the Bingeworthy said they actually did eat. That part probably happened like
Because he
longer
was
than what they
media.
filmed.
They ate because she didn't want them to blast her on social media.
He said
I have a
he.
No,
quick question.
Bingeworthy
I
said
got.
they all ate, but
I have a quick
just to
question,
interject, I think.
y'all.
Oh, okay, I was just gonna comment about the food just quickly. I
Go ahead,
think
Eddie.
what they did, yeah, I think Kelly was wrong with that Because Britt even asked, like, Kelly, are you gonna let us cook with these men? And she was just the only one cutting up and learning how to cook with these men. That was very rude.
Yeah, that I think that's when Kelly should have realized. I mean, Britt should have realized that Kelly wasn't trying to be her friend no more.
Kelly was
Yeah,
trying to
Kelly is such a
pick me.
inflated follower. I can't take her.
Or were they
But
really
Shemea is the
friends to
worst.
begin with? No.
According to both of them, they were friends before. So I don't know because I ain't really know these people existed before the show. Um, but yeah, they say they were friends, so I'll take them at their word. But if they were
Aaron,
friends, that make Kelly look worse.
Yeah, the
yeah,
only
how
person I
come
knew
Aaron
existed
says,
before this show was the Drew Sidora. So
And then
yeah,
the
how
only other
come
thing
Aaron
that I
says they
wanted to
weren't
say, because
friends?
I'm about to hop off of here, Phaedra apparently can't do basic math because if you're saying that you were hanging out with Charles 10 years ago and he got married 8 years ago, why are you acting like it's weird that you don't know his wife?
that part.
Oh, I forgot
Like,
all about that part.
Speaking of
yeah,
Phaedra,
Well, we know
I
fraud on her lies.
speaking of Phaedra, let me tell y'all how I'm tired of Miss Parks playing in my face. And I
About
need
what?
everybody, like, I get that people don't like Brit, but I need people to just start being a little bit more objective, especially when we are dealing with known liars on this show.
Mm-hmm.
Portia and Phaedra are known liars. At
Mm-hmm.
the end of the day,
Compulsive liars.
y'all got to remember the timeline of when this was happening. Phaedra literally left the set of Married to Medicine to come on the set of Atlanta right before they went on this trip to Grenada. This in the y'all
ironically
got to
enough,
remember
calling them mean girls.
in the blogs at the time, it was always the rumors were circulating about Phaedra leaving Married to Medicine mid-season because they ambushed her with Apollo coming on that couples trip. So when she comes on the set of Atlanta, all Brit is trying to do is just say, "Hey, I wasn't trying to pull that with you. I
Right.
didn't know you were gonna be on this show, and I invited Apollo and his wife to my event." Oh, that's so
That part.
weird. Why is she bringing in my ex? Because you just made a big deal out of the girls doing that on Married to Medicine. They just
She
Exactly.
trying to
Exactly.
did.
smooth it over
She
with you before
did.
you think she's trying to play games. Like, don't get me wrong. I get why people don't like Brit, but people are conflating issues when it comes to Brit. This is totally separate, and these women are looking for an issue with her.
And
They
Phaedra
really
still
were.
still
They
brought up
really
her
were.
ex afterwards. She's wild. She still brought up Apollo, running with the storyline.
But can we just talk about Shemea like a dog real quick? I
Oh,
know
I
y'all
love it. Let's
kind of
do
did,
it.
but I didn't get my lick in. Um, aside from the fact that she looked amazing in Portia's yellow dress,
Uh,
everything about Shemea makes me sick to my stomach. First of all, I'm just gonna say it. She does not need to be on this show with a sickly baby. When
Yeah.
she went on the trip to Portia's birthday trip, Gerald had the baby at the doctor's office. Now she's out of the country, and now she goes back to the room, and instead of putting on a tracksuit and some gym shoes and grabbing, oh, I would say her luggage, but she ain't got none. Instead of grabbing her phone charger and heading to the airport, she go put on a robe and some slippers, and she want to sit around and get a pity party. What type
But
of
they,
mama is that?
I just want to know, they ain't got no clothes to
No
even make
better
it.
mama.
I
now,
mean, that's my same question too. Because I mean, if you got all this money and you got this Rolls Royce and all this Chanel and stuff, you
Don't
mean to
forget the
tell me you can't?
Birkin
Okay,
and the
that
boots with
that
the
part,
fur.
that
now
part.
I'm gonna
So
say this. I don't follow Shemea like that. I've never really been interested in Shemea before this show, to be honest with you. I'm one of the few people that didn't think she would make a good housewife, and I'm right. Um, I was told earlier today that for the people who do follow Shemea, there was a time once when her baby was in ICU and she was on vacation with Candy, and that she gets a lot of criticism because she be out on the scene a lot, and the people be confused about how she be out socializing so much when she got a sick child at home. Now that's what I was told, that she
I
gets a lot
believe
of
it.
criticism for that. So
No,
it
mm,
is
spicy.
interesting that
That's
that was
that's
said
true.
before this episode, and then the episode comes on, and we're gonna be very specific, y'all. That man called very upset, and he said the
Through.
hired help that's
Yep,
supposed to help with this sick child has
mhm.
been
yep.
making decisions that has resulted in this child getting sick who has a compromised immune system. He used some very specific language. So one would think if the help that you are entrusting with the care of your child is not doing their due diligence, you would want to be a helicopter parent and stay closer to home so you can monitor what's being done.
I have to
Hold
agree with
on
what
for
you're
1 second.
saying.
I just wanted
Yeah.
to put this in. Gerald didn't say the baby was sick. He had fears of the baby getting sick because of
Okay.
what happened. That's a difference. I think
Okay.
I think you're right too, Feisty. Like the shade room and everybody did this big thing because she went on like a couple's trip for Candy's birthday and they got on Shemea. But Gerald never said the baby was sick. He had fears of the baby getting sick because the baby didn't have on clothes. The baby wasn't swaddled. The room was cold. But people been saying that about Shemea for years. I don't want to say that about her, but Shemea is just whack.
Well, Phil, let me, cause you know I'm always with you, but cause what Gerald actually said on the phone, I heard him say something about she threw the baby. Did anybody else hear
What?
that?
I saw
Wait,
through.
wait, wait,
I saw
wait.
through. So I
What?
didn't hear through. I saw it in the subtitle.
As well did I, because I can't hear shit. So I definitely had I always have my subtitles on, and he said through, and you saw all of the other ladies' reaction in the car.
Then
And
they heard the
also the
word
baby
through.
was sick because he said if she's not better by tomorrow, I'm going to take her to the hospital.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
So she was sick.
the problem I have with all of this, all of us that are in the chat that are parents, okay, I had my son, he almost lost his life. They had a cyst on his head and they had literally had to cut it open, T. And you know what it's like, T, because you're a nurse.
Yeah.
And the antibiotics weren't working. So I had to make a life or death decision, okay, in seconds. And every day I stood by my son. Every day I was by his bed, whether he needed juice, ice chips, or whatever. As a
Mm-hmm.
parent, you are supposed to put your child first. I don't care
Exactly.
what you're doing. I don't care how many businesses you got. You are supposed to put your children first. There's no excuse for you to be running around here taking all these trips. Okay, why not show your life as a mom? Instead of
Thank
you
you.
traveling around with all these ladies, why not show what it's like dealing with a child that's sick or has medical issues? Because a lot of parents go through that day to day. Why not show that versus your terrible fashion choices? Show that.
And the fact that you're a lap dog for Portia. Ruff,
That's
ruff.
why they
I
lost her
also
She
luggage.
heard.
was
But
brought on
I'm
to
so
be
glad that
Portia's
your
ally,
son is
period.
okay.
I
Thank you
also
so
heard
Well,
much.
I'm gonna
that.
go against the
No
grain
problem,
just
baby.
a little bit. I think she can be a part of the show. I think Gerald should be able to handle the child while she does go away if she does have the higher medical help and stuff like that. It's just they need to get the right people. So I ain't gonna down her for like going on trips with her friends and stuff like
I
that
will.
because
I can
she
see what
does
you're
need to
saying.
get away. And
But
if
let
they
me
do
say,
have the
I'm
higher
gonna
medical
be
help, it shouldn't be bad.
but here's the
Can I
thing.
speak for Gerald just a little bit, just to speak like with a young African perspective. Normally, if you have help, your help should be like at least if the child is really sick and like very young, it's family, right? So even if you have still like a nurse, a nanny, and anything, you still have family, someone who's gonna be there to make sure if this is happening, this is what's happening. Especially if it's a two-parent working household. Shamia's working, Gerald is working. They don't know this person. You are susceptible to anything happening if you just hire a person, even if it's a nurse or whatever. Anything can happen because they're not as like careful with your child. That just speaking from an African perspective. So that's what I'm gonna say. I'll speak for Gerald in that manner, but also Shemea as a mother. In the moment where you are this very wealthy woman and you find out that your child is sick, the first thing you should be doing, that's why I said like Mia is a better parent, because Mia was panicking and trying to book flights, and her children are older than Shemia's immune compromised child.
At least me is a better faker, but I'm just gonna say that I am almost 40 years old and I got hit with the norovirus at the top of the year.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how I made it to my parents' home, but all I know is I passed out. I woke up in their bed. My parents took shifts sitting with me round the clock.
Mm-hmm.
Ice chips,
Yeah.
water, rubbing my back, just holding my hand, and I have gray hair on my head. So for the fact
Mm-hmm.
I know people right now who have to be on FMLA because they're taking care of either a sick child or a sick elderly parent.
Yep.
So for the fact, and these are people who's just trying to make end meets, we damn near got Janiyah from Straw out here still right there by their child, and she is rich. But think about it this way. Most of the men who are the wealthy, the workers like Gerald, they're usually busy working, but he is the one who is always there, as he should be. He is the father. I'm just saying, it's not like her kid came down with a cold or the flu. She said her baby has a hole in her heart.
And knowing that you still went on vacation, oh,
And realistically, most parents, I mean, the baby is only 2. It takes a long time for most mothers to ever even feel comfortable going for a night out, let alone out the country for like a week or so.
Listen, I was horrible when my kids were first born. I drove my husband crazy.
I still have to let my parents know that I made it home from work. But
I just
but I
want to
live in
jump in real
Chicago,
quick
so
right
it's
here.
rough. They want to
Oh
make
yeah,
sure.
girl, I understand. Listen, because my father's from Detroit, so I know.
I
Yeah, they
let me
get
jump in
down out
real
here.
quick
So
right here.
I
Okay.
appreciate the helicopter parenting sometimes.
Listen, because even when I drop my kids off with my mom, I know how to raise kids. I'm like, well, mom, it's a mom thing, you always tell your kids, be respectful, mind your manners.
Right. Yeah.
mm-hmm.
I don't got no money for therapy from, the ass whoopings I caught. I think that I could talk to kids now, but they didn't believe in that back then. And that's just how it was. And we got through it. But, we do better. But I just think that Shemea going after Drew, and then now going after Britt, I think it was in such poor taste. If you said that you already talked to her when you took her to Houston's, then why front her off at the table? Because that's not the true spirit of giving. But Shemea get that fake Christian mess from her phony mama who stole Miss Diane's daycare. I don't care
Well,
what
this,
nobody say.
well,
And
Miss
I
Mhm.
Diane was
honestly
stealing
am
folks'
starting to
man,
look at
so that
Portia
we
like
can call
maybe
it even.
Portia got a little bit more sense than we thought, because maybe that's why she's been treating Shemea kind of like on a long handle spoon, because I think Shemea was indeed just buddying up and keeping close to Portia because she had access to this show, because she did not just have access originally because she didn't know Candy at first. Well, they weren't cool at first. That happened through her relationship with Portia.
But see, I got a question for you, love.
What's up?
Okay, so remember when they sat down for dinner, Ralph, Shemea, and Portia? Do you really feel that was a get back, or you really think they just playing in our faces?
Shamia said it was a get back
It
on the
was a
after
get
show.
back.
She sure did say it was a
It
get
was
back.
a
But
get
then
back.
she changed her
She said
story
it
though.
on the after show. She said it on a few interviews. She did that on purpose.
She
But
did.
but then she changed it again and said, "Well, it wasn't what y'all thought it was. I just wanted people to think that I wasn't messing around on my husband." But then it went, "Well, I did it so Portia could get her lip back." So I'm just like,
You
Well,
know the
Shamia
crazy
told
But
on
thing
herself
is
when
see
she
with
said
that
me
the
right
saying
comment
that.
about
there.
her being married,
But
because
that right there is my biggest issue with Shamia, because once
"Thank you."
again, you're allowing her to pull you into a beef that you don't need to be in. Like,
Thank
why do
you.
you got to be the one to help her get her lick back? Why? She's grown. She's in her 40s. She has a child. If she wants to do some fuck shit, you let her do that shit by herself. That's what I would have did. As much as I love Scotty. Scotty, I ain't finna get involved in this shit with you, bitch. I don't know her. No, I ain't, cause I ain't got no time. I ain't got no beef like that. Like, I would be the one trying to tell him, like, look, I'm petty, but I ain't even that damn petty. Like, how you think that shit gonna make you look? You sitting over here talking to her soon to be ex-husband. Like, that would have been me. Like, I would not have
Right.
been, like,
And
that's
feeding
what
him
I
false
wanted
information about
Shamia to
her.
do.
right,
I
T, you a
wanted Shamia.
classy hoe. You know how to
Yeah,
do it.
like I wanted Shamia to come up here and dispel that shit. And those are the ways to do that. Allow her to do that shit on her own.
Well, Symmetry, I'm sorry, I'm responding to Symmetry in the chat. Symmetry, according to Portia and Shamia, it was all Shamia's idea.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
was
That's
just
But
what
gonna
y'all
say
call
I
a
why?
thought it
lapdog.
It
That's
was.
was all
Shemea's
But
Phaedra's
wait a
idea.
minute. Wait
idea
a
with
minute.
Candy, right?
Wait a
Girl,
minute. Wait a minute. What would be Shamea's reasonings to come up with that idea? What did Drew do to her for Shamea to
Just to
Exactly.
lick
do
I don't think
Portia's
Portia told
boots.
her, hey, set up a meeting with Ralph. Shamea decided to
Portia
set up
ain't
a
that
meeting with
damn
Ralph and
smart.
invited Portia to get her lick back.
But see, that's the problem. Portia likes to play dumb. And
Country
she
dumb is what they
and
call it.
she really be doing stuff behind the scenes. Just like when she threw and this is my own opinion, this is my own hypothesis. I
it?
think Candy and Portia together not Candy and Portia, but I think Portia and Fraudra got off camera and decided to take down Candy in season 9. And then when they put the plan in motion, it got too hotter than fish grease and they didn't want to stick the fish in the fryer. And they both decided to turn and flip and Uno reverse on each other. That's my opinion.
I'll do you one better. Now, this is an unpopular opinion, so Phil, you might agree. I think that Candy started the whole beef with Phaedra anyway, because if you supposed to be my very good friend, you don't even have to be my best friend. If you are my friend and you allow your little stanky big head husband to hide his thieving homeboy stuff in y'all's house, and then I just so happen to come up and see it, no, that's a problem. That's she drew first blood. Now, did Phaedra go too far with that whole lie and all of that stuff? Yes. But honestly, at the time that it was actually going on, I just didn't take it that serious because I'm just like, I feel like I felt comfortable saying that Candy just does not give that. She does not give a liar, a fraudra or any of that. Candy seems very, upstanding.
Genuine,
Messy at
yeah.
times, but
What?
upstanding.
Hold,
But
hold on,
now
Nikki.
looking back and all of the Me Too movement, like, yeah, I see like how terrible that was. But Candy still is the one who started that friendship on the downward spiral, in my
Hold on,
No,
opinion.
she
Nikki.
didn't. No,
Nikki.
she
Hey,
didn't.
hey, Nikki. Let me get this right in. Nikki, that I did agree. Candy was very messy for that. Phaedra did do too much, but I like that hypothesis. I agree. Candy should have told Phaedra that Apollo had stuff in her house. If that was really your good friend, Phaedra did take it
Ooh,
too
I'm on the
far.
wild. I'm on the dark side. If Phil agreeing with me.
Welcome,
Well,
baby.
that wasn't the real
Thank
issue
you.
when it
But
came to
that
those
wasn't what
two.
started that beef. Let's be clear. Phaedra owed Todd money for that
That's
raggedy
what started
workout
it.
bit. That's what started it. That's what really started that. We
And
Eh,
gonna take
and
it
let's
there. We
be
gonna take
clear.
it there.
Damn, you
Let's
right. You right.
let's be clear, because I'm gonna use T as an example. T, me and you are married, right?
Mhm.
Hypothetically speaking, and somebody
Now you
owes
know
you
T ain't
some
no
money.
lesbian.
I'm gonna make sure I get you your money.
Mm-hmm.
You're not gonna play with my man's money, because when you play with his money, you playing with my money,
Yep.
and
Yeah,
that's the
true.
problem.
True.
Yep.
That's true. Okay, so I got the order mixed up then of who started it. But the fact is that was low
They
down.
both did dirty stuff. That's the point.
But at the end of the day, though, I agree with what Brandon's saying in the comments. Todd and Apollo were friends at the time when that happened.
Them folks
So,
only knew each other because of this show. Them people weren't no best friends. And I'm sorry, that best friend stuff don't count because at the end of the day, Apollo committed a federal crime. They were garnishing what y'all, the feds will come after your parents if they feel like your parents are hiding stuff for you.
Yep.
Those people could have put a padlock on Phaedra's door. That girl had 2 kids to take care of while Apollo had to do his bid. You hiding stuff at your house for him. They think I'm hiding it. I need to know this.
I
The
know one
feds
But,
thing.
will
Phaedra did
literally
but
call the
do we
padlock
really
feds
up
on
and
her.
take
believe
all your
that she
stuff
didn't know?
and make you prove that you didn't buy it with illegally gotten gains. No, that was dead wrong.
It's no way
And
around it.
Tom,
It was
how you
wrong and
figure that?
also it was slightly illegal in my opinion.
And then blame Phaedra for why the feds came knocking at their door when it was never her. Like Phaedra did her stuff, but no, you can't be my friend and hide my husband's stuff at your house. And the feds are calling me every day trying to figure out where these things are because Apollo didn't have the money to pay them. They were going to take his stuff and auction it off, and they think I'm hiding it. They could take my stuff, freeze my accounts, padlock my house until they find his stuff. I need to know you got it at your house.
That's
Oh,
true.
can I say one thing and then I'm gonna pop down because I know T wasn't gonna stay on here real long. One thing, do y'all think that it was a little Candy reminiscent when Shemea was going off on Brit and being real passive aggressive about the shots and stuff. It kind of reminded me of when Candy got an attitude because Kenya wasn't into those vibrating panties in the van.
Folks are weird. I'm sorry. They're weird.
I
I
mean,
Yeah,
agree
I
with
just
that.
feel
Shemea
like,
has been taking the Candy playbook this whole time.
thank
All
you.
she do
It's
is
the bad
cry.
I
fashions.
told y'all, Candy, low key, I really believe Candy is coaching her through her first season
No, but
Yep.
because
Candy know
whenever they
how to
did
Yeah.
an
dress,
interview
and
together,
Candy's
it
hair is
kind of
always
gave that
done
Candy was kind of
properly.
giving her advice.
Wait,
But
who said Candy
Candy
knows
be
how to
That's
setting that
dress?
girl storylines.
Wait,
I
somebody
feel
said Candy know how to dress. Everybody, wait, stop. Who
I
said
do.
Candy know how to dress?
I feel like Candy dressed better than Shemea. That's just
Well,
my
I
Yes.
opinion.
mean, yeah. Well, I mean, hell, a squirrel can do that. But Candy, she gives that same, I'm going to wear a labeled up, bomber jacket, a white tee underneath, some shorts, and some strappy heels that's too tight around my ankles. But Candy is pretty. When Candy put her shit on, she put it on. I will say that.
Okay, that
I just
part.
Another
want to
But
thing that
add
I
this, and
heard
then
that
I'm gonna
happened
drop
on the
down.
show is that y'all know Shemea been running around since before the season aired, telling everybody that Britt talked about her baby. What I had heard
Ooh.
happen was she actually made a comment to Shemea saying, "You in my business or you out here partying when you got a sick child at home? Shouldn't you be taking care of that?" That's what I heard. Britt actually said she didn't make a comment directly
that
about the
actually
child.
sounds more plausible than saying that her baby was the R word.
Well, didn't she? Well, my thing is this: shouldn't she worry about paying her bills versus worried about somebody in their parenting skills?
That part.
Well,
Yes.
Kids
I'm
are
gonna
more
drop
important.
down.
Kids are
I
more
just wanted to
important.
add. I just wanted to add this before I drop down, since I'm gonna end this on my little candy rant. I don't think that Nene and Tamar are 100% right about Candy, but I don't think Candy is as innocent as she tries to pretend. Candy is very messy and shady, and she do stuff. And I agree with Two Feisty. I think she has been coaching Shemea. It's the same thing. All she do is cry, show her mama, show her kid. They just whack. But Candy is not an innocent person in none of this, except for
No,
the
she a
finger
tourist like
thing.
me. We know. We know we ain't innocent.
So, so basically, Shemia is just being everybody lapdog. What the
Yes.
Shemia's thirsty to be on this show. She's doing whatever she
like
can
lapdog?
to
To
be on this
secure her
show.
peach.
Honestly,
Yep.
I honestly believe come next season, her husband's not gonna want her to be on this show.
He not.
He's not. I think that this, honestly, that baby
He
being
gonna pull the plug.
he's gonna definitely pull the plug, but I think that Shamia, just like Portia, they were out in the streets. They're beautiful girls. They got amazing bodies. Let's just be honest. And they were out here, trying to land a big fish. Shamia lucked out and got one who seemed to be legitimate. But that's
We hope.
the issue. I think Shamia has a feeling if she don't produce that boy child, she might have to pack her raggedy duffel bag and go. So
This
she
is the
wants to
funny
make
thing, though,
sure
right?
that she
About
can at
that.
least have something because her little single with RL, I don't know nothing about that, but I know about that Drew 5 love languages and that Chicago slide. I know all about that.
The funny thing about the whole surrogate thing, y'all, this show was filmed a year ago, right?
No,
Mm-hmm.
Why
baby.
why we didn't get no announcement that the surrogate pregnant yet?
They got rid of that surrogate, I heard.
Okay, she meant to get matched with a surrogate. The intention was to have a baby right now, despite what people felt like she should have waited until she got things more settled at home. Why ain't nobody pregnant yet? Y'all was telling y'all
Mm.
Shamia has been crafting little storylines here and there to distract us from the fact that she ain't really been up in that house filming inside that house since the season first started, and that husband that ain't on this damn show. Y'all, Shamia be lying.
He lived in her phone just like Jamal lived in Giselle.
That part.
Oh
Y'all are getting
Lord.
distracted by all this other stuff, and Shamia is literally creating moments and storylines, including dredging up this old stale beef with Portia. Portia looked genuinely confused, and I really believe that Shamia intentionally ambushed her
She
because
did.
she knew the fans wanted to talk about her friendship with Portia. Shamia plays very close attention to the comments. She knew that the fans wanted to talk about her friendship with Portia, and she decided to dredge it up. And as much as I can't stand Portia, and to be very clear, Portia is a terrible friend.
And a
Portia's
whore.
very much a terrible friend.
Horrible.
But
The
you
worst.
acted like y'all were cool all this time only for you to get on this show in center stage and now decide that you're still mad at me all these years later. I believe Portia was confused by that. I really do.
Yeah.
And ooh, don't forget the very first episode before her party. Remember, Shemea asked Kelly to come a little bit early because she wanted to talk to her. And this is where the whole be careful the dog, who carry the bone. She's just a dog, and it's no way around it. The comments, they just come. But remember when she told Kelly, if you have something to say about Portia, say it to her. Kelly genuinely looked taken aback. And it's because Shemea talked shit to Kelly and already, so that's the reason Kelly felt like she could say, like, why she take her man and all of that stuff. And now that the cameras are rolling, now you want to act like that ain't what we normally do, sit around and talk mess. The same way she went to Drew and Angela and was talking mess. And the thing is, Shemea also is doing this whole, body dysmorphia thing, back fat and all of this. She knows that she looks bad to the bone. She is doing this like she feels that
Exactly. Oh
pity.
my God. Yes.
She wants pity over respect. And that's the reason, like Drew, I can't respect her. She wants
Very
everyone to
calculated.
say, no, Shemea, girl, you look good, girl. No, Shemea, girl, you got a beautiful singing voice. No, Shemea, girl, you is a good mama. Take your good mama with your badass body home.
Well, Portia's the same way. They're two peas in the pod. Portia want everybody to forget how she swam in that lady pool and ate her chicken wings and drunk her Hennessy and smoked her hookah and stole her husband.
Took
Well,
her
let's be
husband and
clear.
her Hennessy. Shout out to Rodney.
Shout out to Rodney. Well, let's be
She
clear.
she
That
didn't
picture of
steal
them
it.
posted up in the club, her and Fallon, Portia and Fallon, Shemea was also in that picture. And it's
Okay,
also
that
been
part.
rumored she's the one that introduced Portia to Simon.
Exactly. But let's
Honestly,
be
I
honest.
feel that that's true. I feel it's true.
It is true because all of that, the Nigerian, the whole quad charade, they all a part of that circle. Like, let's just be honest. We
Wait a minute,
know
wait a minute. TT, nobody said that Shemea's bad body. She said that she's bad to the bone. She's
she bad to the
comfortable with her
bone. No,
body.
Shemea is she's
Nobody's saying that Shemea doesn't have a bad body. Shemea looks good. She's acting like she doesn't look good though, and we're saying that she's lying and pretending she doesn't look good.
I mean, okay,
It's
that part.
it's
And
look at
I
y'all
gotta
trying
hear
to
what we're
start
saying
something
before
on a
y'all start trying
Monday.
to
Cut it out.
argue.
it's just her fashions
It's
that
her
do her in.
fashions. It's also
And that
I think that's
27
on
piece
purpose
to
too,
keep
y'all.
wearing, Lord.
Shemea don't dress like that off camera. I've never seen Shemea dress this badly when she was a friend of, or when she was like y'all. Shemea, I'm gonna tell y'all what I think she's doing, and this might be a stretch, but this is what it reminds me of. Y'all remember that one season where every wig that Nene wore was really bad?
yep.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
Lord.
And they kept making memes out of Nene. And when they asked Nene about it, she was laughing and she was like, I had fun with it. She was intentionally wearing the bad wigs. I really feel like Shemea be intentionally dressing badly so that we can make her the topic of conversation in her fashion.
No. So Shemea, she said that she spent a lot of money on her wardrobe just for this
Half a million
season.
dollars.
She's new money. She's gaudy as hell. She thinks if it has a label, that means something. She doesn't understand that, boots with the fur don't belong in this decade, but they also don't belong in the springtime. You don't wear all black like you going to a funeral when you going to a spring golf outing. She don't know. The same way that Britt didn't know how much to donate, Shemea doesn't know the appropriate attire based on the occasion. She just don't know. And
So
she's
she
Can I,
getting
need
pointers from
etiquette.
Candy.
So
So
she need
this is what
etiquette
we get.
class. She need
there you
etiquette
go,
class
T.
like Karen gave to Giselle.
Ah,
Okay.
Karen need a not drinking and driving class while she giving folks classes and everything. Hell,
because
we
when
going to phone.
Giselle Bryan is dressed better than you, something wrong.
Okay, do we all agree that Britt Edie shouldn't get anything from this lawsuit?
Not a
I do.
dollar.
No, we don't all agree that with that.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't agree either. I want her
I
to
don't
get some
agree.
just
And
because
I
of who
think
it
every
is.
time they
I
show an
don't agree.
episode, they prove her case.
Yeah, I want her to get some just because of who it is. That's the only reason why. It's because
Right.
it's against Bravo. I really do.
I want
Because
her to
I
get.
mean, Bravo had this coming for a long time.
I
I
see
want her
what
to
you're
get the.
saying, T, because they keep putting these women in these hostile situations, and this is the result of it. I see what you're saying.
But you know what?
Mhm.
The reason I say I see I want her to get it, but at the same time, I don't want it because she did all of that just to get Kenya off.
I
And
agree.
now it came back to bite her. It's coming back to bite Bravo. Honestly, I don't want anyone to be out of a job, but this is just a mess. Let's just start anew.
I have a
I just
question
want her to
though.
get the money to
How
pay out
did
all them
how did
people
she
that she
do this
owes.
to get Kenya off though? Because Kenya made that choice on her own.
She made the choice, but at the same time, was it a fireable? Yeah, it was a fireable offense. But the point is, the bottom line is that I
But
think that
was it
they were
though?
going to do any indiscretion Kenya had. They were
I
waiting.
think she made her with Kenya. I think she made her bed with production, but people keep talking about Brit's part in the situation as if she set Kenya up. Nobody could have set Kenya up to print those poster boards
She
to
didn't
blow
set
those
her up,
pictures
but she
up.
set her off.
But
Yeah.
the issue I have is
Kenya
that
has
okay,
experienced more on this show. Kenya has literally had physical acts of violence happen. Nene literally was trying to spit at
exactly.
her at one point, and she didn't do this. I just don't agree. Like if people like this is my thing because I'm open to all most arguments. If people say, "Hey, Brit going without repercussions on this show for what she did is inexcusable," I can take that. But to say that Kenya is not at fault for her actions, Kenya was very intentional in what she did. She got the punishment she deserved for it. And we look our noses down on other shows. We hold Housewives up here and all these other reality shows down here. I can tell you this: they may snatch a wig off on Zeus, but ain't nobody ever bought no pornography to the set.
But the problem I have is how come they didn't fire Britt after she with the threats with the pow pow?
But that's what
Because
I
That was
just
a
said though.
fireable offense.
I can take that. Like that's literally what I just said. I can understand that argument that Brit should have had repercussions as well. I don't think that's arguable. I think that's 100% correct. But people keep discussing this as if Brit set her up. Nobody, not even production, could have set Kenya up to do what she did. They allowed her to do it, which is literally why Brit is suing. But they didn't set Kenya up. Kenya did that all on her own merit.
Mm-mm-mm.
Like, don't get me wrong. Brit was wrong for what she said, and if they chose to fire her, let her go, whatever from the show, okay, cool. But Brit's lawsuit is literally saying y'all created a hostile work environment. Somebody from production knew that Kenya was going to do that. Not only did they let her do it, they filmed it, but they aired it on TV. They gave her this case, and her attorney played the long game. But nobody set Kenya up. Kenya did this shit on her own.
That she did. She did do it on her own. I will
She
say
went to
that.
I agree
Chico's or
with
wherever.
I
She
hear
took
you.
them
I agree
pictures.
with
She
you on
blew them
that.
up. She took Brooklyn's glue stick. She put them on the poster board. Y'all remember back in the day when we did our science project? You put a little glitter
Hmm.
trim on the edges. She took them to her event. She had them posted up on the wall the entire time. If you go back and look at that scene, you will see those poster boards leaning up against the wall the entire time. Somebody from production knew she was gonna pull that, and they let her do it. They should have intervened. I bet you if she had put pictures of Andy Cohen up on the
Or
poster
would have
boards,
never
they
made
would have
air.
told her, "Girl, get up
Yeah,
out
that
of
wouldn't have
here."
made it.
They let her do it. That's why Brit is suing.
I
Well,
mean,
child,
oh,
we coming down to the end of it, girl.
all right. I'm dropping.
Bye, guys.
Bye,
Bye, Miss
y'all.
Catherine. Bye, Too Feisty. Bye, T. Love you, boo.
Love y'all too. Y'all are a mess, child.
T,
Y'all,
when are you and Scotty gonna come out with a liquor? I'm waiting.
I don't know, friend.
Y'all need to come out with a liquor, cologne, something. Come on.
I'll let you know what we do.
Okay, just send me a bottle. That's all I want.
All right, child, y'all done came up here. Lord have mercy, Jesus. And y'all done showed y'all behind, child. Y'all came up here reading and roasting these folk down. I hope they don't get mad at me. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn like that for real. Anyway, this was fun. I might do this little gold thing for other little shows that deserve it. Now, I ain't saying it's gonna be for basketball wise, but maybe certain episodes, like when Jack Attack about to fight, Chantel or something. I'll probably do it then. You know. Don't expect it for Love and Marriage Huntsville. Don't expect it for maybe. Maybe for Love Mayor Chesville because we supposed to not happen to worry about everybody else. So I don't know. We'll see. But I don't know you, sir. But anyway, this was fun. Thank y'all so much for joining me up here. This was fun. It was a lot of fun. I appreciate it. And we're gonna do this more often. But y'all continue to get the comments popping. I'm sorry about earlier. I don't know why I froze like that. I don't know what happened. But hopefully that won't happen again. And I will see you guys tonight at 8:30. We're gonna be down at Busy House. I already put his link on the community wall. For the people that aren't subscribed to him, I don't know why you're not. So if you're not, make sure you subscribe to him, okay? Because we'll be down at his house tonight at 8:30. I think Scotty said Sakina nor JoJo will be able to be there, but I believe House of Aaron is supposed to be there. And child, look, y'all know Aaron is a Posha stan. We ain't. So this is gonna be very interesting. This is gonna be very interesting. We gonna see how House of Aaron hold his own to us. Child, it's gonna be a lot. But y'all jump down in these comments. Let me know what y'all thought about this episode, and I will see you guys later at 8:30. Thank y'all so much for the PayPals, the Cash Apps, the Super Chats, the Super Stickers. Thank y'all so very much for the likes. It is totally appreciated and grateful. Thank y'all so much for that. And I will see y'all tonight at 8:30. Bye.